First of all, getting a chance to catch your first touchdown of the season, how did it feel? And then, in that moment, looking back at, how you've come from Jena and now made your way to Baton Rouge, how has all of that work kind of came full circle for you?
It was crazy, like knowing that a lot of people from Jena don't really make it out, and like as a kid, it was my dream of scoring touchdowns for the Tigers, and like whenever it happened, I was excited in the moment, but I had to know it was a bigger stage. We still had to fight for the game, and it was a great team win.
Hey, Jaray, I mean, obviously you're in a receiving core with tons of big names and whatnot, tons of huge recruits and all that. And you kind of worked your way up the depth chart the old-fashioned way a little bit, I guess. Just kind of what have these last 3 years been like, and just kind of inching your way up, and what do you think got you to break through?
I guess my hard work. Like I've been around, it been greats with me, like Jamar, Jets, all of them boys are great. Like I learned a lot from them as a seeing with the progress they have made, and like just working with them, and it just boosted me up too, just to know like I want to be like them or not like them, better than them. So it just made me grind harder.
Hey, Jaray, obviously you were on the team a couple of years ago when you guys made the trip to College Station. I mean, can you just walk us through just kind of what you remember about that experience? I know you were a redshirt freshman at the time, but just talk about the emotions and all that in that game.
Yeah, it was a crazy game. Like it went to many overtimes and stuff. Like we just knowing going in the Texas A&M game, we know how it's gonna be. We just got to overcome it and just play the best of our ability and come out with a victory.
Hey, Dre, how is Racy's absence shaking up the group? I mean, who's stepping in and filling in for his role this week?
Racy's a good player. Like Racy gonna be good, I think. But we got freshman Kayshawn and we got John Trey. It's just like them boys are ready. It's just next man up. We just gotta do what we gotta do to get the victory.
Hey, Jaray Jacques Doucet from WAFB here in Baton Rouge. You mentioned Jena. Tell me more about Jena. What was it like growing up there? It's a small place, right? I can remember like a quarterback like 20 years ago went to Tulane, but it doesn't seem like there's been a lot of guys that have come out of there, right?
Yeah, it haven't been like, I know I had a brother-in-law, he played Jena, he played for the Cowboys, but like, Jena's just a small town, everybody know everybody, and like, I think that's why I love it the most. Like, every time I get a chance, I'm gonna go back home, like, just, to see people that I love. I got a lot of support from everybody home, and like, they always with me, so every time I'm playing, like, I know who I represent, and like, I'm always gonna reflect back where I come from.
For Thanksgiving, will you have a chance to go, or is that too far to go and make it back?
Nah, it ain't a bad trip. I can make it. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but,
Jock, you stole my question, first of all. But I guess I'll kind of ask, in the time that you were at Jena, how did they kind of prepare you to be on this stage and make the plays that you make on Saturdays?
Oh, in high school, like, I had coaches, like, they pushed me. They knew, like, I guess they seen in me that I was gonna be great or whatever, and like they pushed me to, be the best I can. Like it been days like I ain't want to go hard at practice or whatever, and like they pushed me because like they knew my ability and know what was gonna be the outcome, and like just thinking back to them, I thank for everything they have done for me, pushing me forward and making me the man I am today.
Hey, Jaray, this is William at Tiger Rag Magazine. A two-part question. You going through the summer, obviously it was crazy trying to work out and things of that nature, but you had an impression that you were coming back with a receiver group that would include Jamar Chase. He decided to opt out more so before the season started. Can you maybe discuss kind of maybe your mindset, what you thought you were going to be part of, and then how that maybe changed and maybe give you a quicker or a bigger opportunity, and how much you've taken advantage of it?
Yeah, it was crazy. Like we knew who was coming back and stuff, like, and like we knew Jamar was gonna be with us. But, he had to make a decision on him, and, like, by him opting out, it was like it opened windows for more guys and stuff. So, just like Coach said, it's next man up. We got to keep that mentality of just keep the room going, and that's what we're doing. I'm trying to be the best we can be.
And I want to go back to the pass reception Saturday. Just, people, you don't see it on television as much, but you kind of, when TJ steps up in the pocket, you're maybe changing direction. He kind of finds you sliding, the opposite. Can you just talk about that route and just kind of keeping it alive for him to find you?
Yeah, it's like when I got to my route, like before my route, I knew they were going to be a drop 8, rushing 3. So, like, I knew when I get to my landmark, gonna be tight windows. And then I seen TJ roll out, and I just looked around the field and seen an open spot, and I ran there, and I knew I just trusted TJ he'll find me. He found me.
Hey, Jaray Roser, TigerDetails.com. With some of the youth of this team that we talked about early in the season, how much of an opportunity is this week to show some maturity, to build upon a big win and go pursue another one and try and show some consistency and momentum?
Yeah, it's gonna be good. Like you said, we got a lot of young guys. I think they ready. They practice hard. Well, we all practice hard, and they're gonna be ready as long as they stick to the script that we have planned. I think everybody gonna be good, and we're gonna get another victory.
When do you think you kind of knew that you were going to get your chances this year? Maybe it was in players only workouts in the spring or summer, and maybe it was during the season. I guess when do you think it really clicked with you that this was going to be your chance?
I kind of knew it was coming, but like I say, the summer, like I know I worked hard. Like people wasn't counting on me or whatever, but like I knew it was in stake. I knew that it was gonna be me. So like the summer, I seen all the media or whatever. They ain't have my name there, so I worked hard, and I knew that my time was coming, and when it came, I took advantage of it, and ain't looking back.
Hey, Dre, just kind of a follow-up from a couple minutes ago, but has Coach O talked about the game from a couple years ago at all with you guys this year? And, I mean, just kind of what has been the message as you guys kind of go back to the place where it all happened a couple years ago?
Nah, he don't really say much. He just say, like, we know what this game gonna take. He knew, like, it was a long game, 7 overtime, so, like, we ain't trying to make it there. We trying to get in there and get out, get the victory, get back on the plane, head back.
Hey, Dre, I want to go back to your touchdown again. That was something you did with regularity at Jena. You probably might take it for granted that you're going to score a touchdown. This is the first one in your college career. Can you put into words what it meant and obviously the meaning to your team? It was a big moment for your team.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I been in the end zone, but like my first college one, it was crazy. Like it was just hard to explain. Like I wish it was in Tiger Stadium, but it wasn't. Like I just knew like my time was gonna come with it. Like I knew I was gonna get a touchdown. I just didn't know when, but I just knew it was gonna be whenever my team needed me, and like we needed it at that moment, and we made it happen.
Jaray, how much has TJ grown in these 3 starts that he's made, and how hard does he throw the football? I mean, it seems like you got to be ready. He puts a lot of zip on that pass, doesn't he?
Yeah, he throw the ball pretty hard. Like you just gotta be ready for whenever you throw it, cause when you throw it, it's coming. And TJ, he over the last 3 games, he had progressed a lot. It's just like a confidence thing. Like we just got to get open for him. Like he's a freshman, he's doing really good, and I think he's gonna be really good from here on out. And we just got to believe in him.